Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Stargazer TV. How's your vacation? Today, we are going to talk and discuss about English. Okay? So, we are in quarter 2, week 1, module 1, and lesson 1. Our lesson for today is about use be verbs is, are, where correctly in sentences. Okay, mga kids, let's find out. Okay, so here we are, lesson 1. Use be verbs is, are, was, where correctly in sentences. Okay, so what you need to know. In this module, you are expected to use be verbs is, are, was, where correctly in sentences. Okay. Since we are in grade 3 kids, we have mother tongue. So I have here, I will introduce you and bridging English to mother tongue. Okay? Would it be okay for you? Alright, let's start. What I know. Underline the appropriate be verb in sentence. I am, is, an honor pupil in our class. Okay, what do you think is the correct answer? The key word here is I. What's your answer? If it is then you are correct. Okay. Number 2. They, is, are all good in English. What's your answer? The key word here is they. Okay. What do you mean by they? Meaning, marami, daghan. Okay. If your answer is are, then you are correct. Number 3. I was, were, curious. Okay. The clue here is I. What's your answer? If your answer is was, then you're correct. Number 4. The learners was, were awarded by their teacher. Okay, the clue word here is learners. Okay, learners meaning daghan. Okay, what's your answer? If your answer were, then you are correct. Another, number 5. The baby is sleeping. Okay, the keyword here is baby. Okay, so what's your answer? If your answer is sleeping is, then you are correct. Okay, so let's move to what's in. Identify the following pictures below. Okay, what's this picture? Okay, if your answer is policeman, then you are correct. Another, what's this picture? If your answer is a soldier, then you are correct. Okay, let's move in. What's new? Read and understand the poem. entitled, "My family is a worker." My father is a firefighter. Uncle Sam is a police officer. Tito John is a soldier. They protect the people who are in danger. Grandpa George was a farmer. He was also an expert in agriculture. Grandma Gina was a lawyer. She also works as a professor. Tita Lilia is a doctor. Aunt Vicky is an engineer. My mother is a teacher, and I want to be like her. They were all hard workers. They were smart and dedicated. I am studying so hard so that someday I will become a teacher. Okay, so have you noticed the underlined words here, class? Okay, what is it? The underlined words are verbs that indicate a state of being or existence called be verbs. These verbs do not show an action. Okay, so they don't give any meaning, but they are used to describe a subject. Okay, so have you noticed the underlined words here, class? Let's go back. So they are what we call be verbs. So here the underlined words, then was, okay, so here is, then the underlined words is where, and another So as what is stated here, sabi dito, these verbs do not show an action. They don't give any meaning, but they are used to describe a subject. So, dili day ka makadescribe class sa subject kung dili nimo siya maggamit. Okay? So, let's move for example. Be verbs for singular subject. What do you mean, class, by singular? Meaning single. Nag-iisa siya. Okay? Example, is, was. So, kung isa lang ang pinag-usapan, you are going to use or is or was kung nangyari na. Okay. Example, I am a boy. Okay. So, ito ay, ilan ba siya, class? Diba, nag-iisa lang siya. So, kapag isa lang, you use the be verbs am. Okay. So, sabi niya, I am a boy. So, lalaki. Another, she is a girl. Okay. So, she, ilan ba siya? She, nag-iisa lang. Okay? So, ginagamit ang she, ang gamit na be verb is. Okay. Another, he was jailed. Nakulong siya. Okay. Nakulong na ba siya? nakulong na. Ilan siya? He. So, we use be verb was. Okay. So, yun class, be verbs in singular subject. Okay. So, let's move to be verbs for plural subject. Example, are, where. Okay. So, when we say plural class, meaning many, marami siya. Okay. Example, they are basketball players. So, the clue word here is they. Isa lang ba siya or marami? Okay? So, if your answer is marami, then we use the be verb are. Okay. Another, the players were exhausted. So, we are talking about the players. Ilan siya? Isa lang ba o marami? Okay? So, marami siya. We use where. Okay. So, let's move forward. We have here, let's bear in mind that the present tense, singular in a present tense form, is and if it is in the past tense, we use was. Okay? So here, if it is in the plural present tense, you use are. And if it is in the past tense, we use where. Okay, so what's more? Let's have here the activity 1. Fill in the correct be verb in the blank to make the sentence correct. Okay, number 1. Harry blank a good chess player. Okay, you try to look at here. What's your answer? Harry is in a singular. Okay, what be verb here is in a singular and then present tense. Okay, so we are talking about Harry. So you use is. Okay, Harry is a good chess player. Okay, are you correct? Number 2, our basketball team blank the best team. Okay, what's your answer, class? So the clue word here is our basketball team. Marami ba sila, class? Okay, tingnan natin. Anong answer mo? Okay. So, best team sila. So, our basketball team was the best team. Okay. Ay, teka class. Ito pala our. Okay, so the answer here is our. Okay, so namalikmata ako. Okay, so no, this one is meron palang our basketball team blank the best team last year. Okay, tapos na pala no, last year. Okay, so tapos na siya. So, our basketball team were the best team last year. Okay. Tingnan mo nga naman. Hindi ko tinapos pagbasa. Okay. Tao lang tayo. Okay, number 3. Cats blank the best pets to have. Okay. So the clue word here is cats. Marami ba ang cats? Okay, it is in a plural form. So here, plural, we use are. Okay. Cats are the best pets to have. If your answer is are, then you are correct. Okay, number 4. The baby's blank crying last night. Okay. So it happened last night. So babies, plural, and in the past tense class meaning tapos na. Okay, so plural, past tense. Is this your answer? Then you are correct. The babies were crying last night. Okay. Let's move on to number 5. I blank a citizen of the Philippines. Okay, so I in a singular, in a present tense. So, what's your answer? If your answer is then you are correct. Okay. How do you say this? I am a citizen of the Philippines. Okay, moving on. Activity 2. Okay, let's have this. Describe the following pictures using be verbs. Look at the first picture. What can you say? If you say the baby, no, it's not a baby. The girl, okay, the girl is dancing. Okay, pareho ba tayo, class? Okay, you're correct. And then, marami pa. If you can describe many things about this girl, then use the be verbs in a present form or in the past present tense, then you are correct. Okay. Another, how can you describe the boy here? Okay. If you describe the boy in a present tense, like for example, the boy is planting trees. Okay? Then you are correct. If you say it happened yesterday, then you can use the verb was. The boy planted a tree yesterday. Okay. Another, how can you describe this? You can also use they, the plural, and use in a past form. You can have this, they were racing last week. Okay. And another, if you can use in the present tense, they are running fast. Another, so you can choose what be verb you are going to describe. As long as you use whether in a present tense or in a past tense. Okay. So, moving on, we move to activity 3. Okay. Choose the correct be verb inside the box. Write your answer on the blank. Okay. Okay, so the word in the blank, can you read? Okay. Is, was, where, are, am. Okay, number 1. Can you read, Jana? Okay. The children blank happy to see their mother. What's your answer? The clue word is children. Okay. What's your answer, Jana? Okay. If it happens today, then your answer is correct. The children are happy to see their mother. What about if it happens yesterday? What be verb will you use? If your answer is where, then correct. The children were happy to see their mother yesterday. Okay. Okay, let's go to number 2. Okay, you read, Shama. The dog was loyal to his owner. Okay, what's your answer? If your answer is, then you are correct. Okay. Number 3. Read, Ariel. The cat blank in the house. What's your answer? The clue word is cat. If your answer is, then you are correct. Okay. Number 4. You read, LD. Okay. The bees blank busy yesterday. Okay. What's your answer? If your answer is where, because we have a clue here, yesterday, nangyari na. No? Okay, so the bees were busy yesterday. Okay, number 5. I blank very sorry for all my fault. Okay, what's your answer, Sophia? Okay, if your answer is then you are correct. Okay, let's move on to what you have learned. Okay, did I keep myself clear? So, alam na ang gamit ng be verbs. Are, is, where, was. Okay. So, let's have here. I have learned that. What's your answer? Ano ang natutunan mo ngayon? Okay, be verbs are verbs that indicate state of being. These verbs do not show an action. They don't give any meaning, but they are used to describe a subject. For singular subject, we use and I, or we use I and in present tense, and was in the past tense. Okay. For plural subject, we use are in the present tense and were in the past tense. Correct? Is your answer? Are all your answers correct? Then you have learned that be verbs. Okay, moving on. Let's try to move. What can I do? Write the appropriate be verb to complete the story. Okay. Mang Tommy blank a vendor. He sells meat, vegetables, and fruits together with his family. One day, Mang Tommy and his family blank walking along the streets, and they saw a hungry lady lying. Mang Tommy helped the lady and gave her 3 big apples. You blank a good man. Thank you for this, said the lady. Mang Tommy gave another 4 kilos of meat to the lady. The lady walks go home. The next day, while Mang Tommy was arranging his vegetables and fruits, a lady came straight to his stall. How much is that all you had on your stall? Said the lady. Mang Tommy was shocked. His family were also shocked. As they looked at the lady, they noticed that it was the lady that they helped the other day rather. I blank sorry for the trouble yesterday. I blank not able to introduce myself that I am the owner of this market where your stall is located. As a gift of gratitude, I will buy all the goods you have for this day, said the lady. Mang Tommy and his family blank very happy, and they went home early. Okay, what's your answer? Let's go back. Mang Tommy. We are talking about Mang Tommy. What's your answer? If your answer is then you are correct. Okay. Another. What's your answer here? If your answer is where, then you are correct. Mang Tommy and his family were walking along the streets. Okay. Then let's move here. What's your answer in you? You are a good man. Okay, is it correct? Okay, let's move down. What's your answer here? You use I. If your answer is am, then you are correct. I am sorry for the trouble yesterday. I am not able to introduce myself that I am the owner of this market where your stall is located. Okay. What about here? Mang Tommy and his family blank. What's your answer? If your answer is where, then you are correct. Okay. So we have here in our assessment. Okay, you will be the one to answer. So I have here, look at the picture carefully. Make 3 sentences using be verbs. Am, is, are, was, were. Okay. Look at the boy. You can make a sentence for this. Perhaps you can start the boy. Okay. Say, what's your answer? There are many sentences you can write here using be verbs is, are, was, were. Okay, so it's your turn. You can use 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I leave that for you. We have another additional activities here. Paste the family picture inside the box. Write 3 sentences about your family. Remember to use be verbs. Okay. So are you done, class? Okay, this is Teacher Dinah at Stargazer TV. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.